And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 813J, how's it going, man? Haven't seen you for a little bit. Chester, Kristen, Coulter family. Kristen, by the way, you need to change your name on YouTube to Toot. Sorry, but that's your name now. You got to own that. Levi, Gustav, how are you guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic, absolutely fantastic evening. Levi, you're just having a day, aren't you? Wow. And Chester, it's definitely, yeah, I can't say that you're wrong. And Darwin Ortiz, welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the Podocasts Live. You probably know that it's live because it was right there on the thumbnail. The Podocast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
I'm having a great night. How are you tonight, Scott?
You know, market's rough, man. I don't know what else to say about that. Hey, if you guys see me glancing over here, it's because I'm just watching my money just go. Here at the Podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the Podcast. And for that, you guys, you know what? You get another round of applause. This is for you guys. So, look, Belle, I have two monologues this evening. I wrote two. One is nice and vanilla, and one is fiery. I think that's probably a good way to describe it. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with, so I'll ask, what do you think? Please keep in mind this is a public stream. This is not a member stream. Do we want to bring the thunder and just tank the channel, or do we want to stay vanilla and just talk about Bitcoin and how well AMP is doing and all that? Where are you at on this one?
You know what? I really want to say don't go vanilla.
Don't go vanilla? All right.
Don't go vanilla.
You know, I can't. You didn't see this one. All right. I was absolutely in the zone. There was a lot of rage coming out, and I just can't do the fiery one tonight, guys. I am so sorry. We've worked hard to make this channel, I don't know, somewhat relevant, at least enjoyable. And I don't want to throw it all away to make a point. So we'll go this way. Listen, guys, AMP's just fine. All right? Pay no attention to the price. We called it. I'm not a bit shocked. See the shock face? It's just not here because we called it going to a nickel. Good 2 weeks ago, right during the pump. I told you flat out, it was speculative. It won't sustain. It cannot sustain. Nothing has fundamentally changed to effectively double the value of AMP. It will fade. Belle, do you remember that call?
Distinctly.
Yeah, okay. And right this very second, the price is .0477. So I'm just saying. A lot of the crypto world likes to live in a bubble. No bad news allowed, all is well. And when we go around saying, bring out your dead and banging the gongs and saying we're going to a nickel, we get emails like the following. And by the way, guys, you know that your email is not anonymous, right? And when you sign it, it seems like you are, oh, God, it just went down again. I'm trying to figure out if I want to buy any more or how much of this I'm going to eat. But when you sign it, when you put your name on it, it seems like you are giving me consent to use your name. And honestly, man, that's kind of on you. You know what kind of show we do here. So first up from Mike S. I'll be cool. He put his first and last name on it, man. But this is from Mike S. And this is verbatim. You are stupid, man. And Belle, he misspelled stupid. I hope to God it was a typo. But AMP is been held down for so long, and it was going to go, and now it went, and now I laugh at the paper hands who sold because I am loving their pain, and I got their AMP cheap. Flexa knows what they are doing and you don't, and if the price is moving like it's moving, it's because Flexa wants it to, haha. I hope you sold all of your AMP. You're a punk. DIAF. I don't know what that means. Is that good?
I'll have to...
DIAF. Anybody help me out? I don't even know what that means.
Profanity, and we're on a public stream, so no, we can't do that one. We cannot translate that one here.
Is it profanity? I don't even know. Nope. I am the old man, so I have no idea. All right, so yeah, we got that one from Mike. Mike, boy, I hope you're watching tonight. I noticed before we even started that we had a couple thumbs down before we even clicked the live button. So they were hating this before we even started it. There is no way that this is going to go well tonight. But Mike, as much as I appreciate your insight and your thoughtful consideration in your words, I'm going to kind of default back to my own position and say that, I just want to say that you're pretty much wrong about everything that you went in here. Now, I would love it if I could just get you on the show and we can discuss it live. Maybe we'll push this over to Belle and see if she can do it. But I got more for you, Belle. We have a doozy. This next one is a doozy, and it's from it's from The Shocker. The Shocker. I did look that up, and I know what The Shocker is now. Okay. From The Shocker. You pretend you know crypto, but you don't know crypto. When a token goes up, it's because people want it, and they want it because it's good. AMP is good. I watch your show, and I hate it, but I just want to see what next dumb-ass thing you are going to say so I can laugh. You are never going to make any money if you sell, and you tell people to sell. What is so hard to understand about this? You have to hold and buy the dips. That's all there is to it. I fell bad for the people who listen to you because you are losing them so much money. Why don't you bring me on your show so I can help them because you aren't? Now, I told you guys, man, look, I get some interesting emails. And I want to say that these probably qualify. So, Belle, I do have a mission for you. All right. I'm going to forward you this email. And to the very best of your ability, and you've been getting great guests, I want to get the Shocker on the show, and I want it on the member stream so he can help me out and straighten out the poor trading habits of the unfortunate souls who listen to the podcasts. Ma'am, can you make this happen? That's what I'm saying.
Forward me the email and I will get it done.
I would absolutely love this, but it has to be the member stream because I wish to curse. All right, one more. You know what, guys? We do a tough show here, man. We really do. Everything is original content, outside the box, 30,000 foot. I mean, it's exhausting sometimes. So it's nice to be able to just relax and let other people write the show for you on occasion. And Angie in UK helped me do it. So we have one more, and then we're actually going to get to some crypto stuff. From Angie. I found your channel from the AMP Reddit. They know you as the old guy with the white beard and glasses, assuming that must be you. That hurts, man. That I mean, it's not wrong, but you don't have to say it. You got to hit the gas that hard there, Angie. I have tried to listen to you a few times, but you are just so annoying and condescending to people. They don't have to do what you tell them to do. Don't you understand that? You should just stick with the facts and leave the speculation to those with a better mind for it. I find you very shallow. If you would just stick to reading well-written articles, citing sources, she misspelled citing, and commenting, I think you would have a more enjoyable program. You don't know crypto as well as you think you do, but you do have a nice voice. Thank you. I appreciate that. And there is a postscript. Shave the beard. It makes you look older than you are, and you are not exactly a spring chicken. You know, I got nothing. I got nothing for this one, Belle. Yeah, I know. I would tell you to address it, but I see your mouth just hanging open there. You got anything? Go ahead and talk to Angie. I bet she's listening.
Okay, so number one, all you people who emailed, English. Okay, English, please.
Mostly English.
For Pete's sake, please make some attempt at being grammatically correct. That's making me climb the walls. And number two, okay, really? Do you have any idea how many sources Scott has actually publicly cited for where he gets his information? Really?
You know, I get it, man. Look. Guys, I do understand. There's a reason that we keep our videos to right around 8 minutes. Too much of me is just not a good thing. I get it. So if I tend to go long-winded, it's I'm with you, man. You can only listen to this for so long. So as much as I appreciate that, you know what? I I'm not going to say that. Keep them coming. Just keep them coming. If nothing else, it is very, very entertaining to me. And it makes me feel good that you're listening. I mean, and that you care enough, that we've struck enough of a nerve that you're going to take the time to write an email. For some reason, that seems more, it seems more passionate. So I thought we would have some fun and share the entire process of what we deal with here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Crypto is a passionate space. And apparently, the only acceptable opinion is one that you agree with. Duly noted. But I'm not going to stop doing my show the way I want to do it. And as much as I appreciate critique, I think I'm going to defer to my own judgment on this one and just carry on. We haven't done a guest list public stream in a while, so I would like to spend as much time with the viewers as we can tonight. So anything and everything is on the table. If you have questions, we will certainly do our very best to answer them. We don't dodge anything. Our next segment, right after the break here, is going to be a full-on gripe from me. And I imagine you can probably figure out who I'm going to be talking about. For those who are in the bubble, thank you for joining us, but you might want to mute or catch the replay so you could just skip the whole second segment. It needs to be said, and I'm going to say it. And, yeah, that's about it for the monologue. But as always, Belle, we have time for one question or comment or observation before we take a break. So do you have anything, or shall we just carry on?
Regarding the last email, Antonio Benitez says he'd like to see her portfolio and find out what makes her such an expert.
Oh, I don't know, man. Dude, I don't know if you guys have been in crypto for a while, but virtually everybody's an expert. Everybody is an expert. Everybody knows until they don't. If you spend any time in I'm still looking at price. I am so sorry, guys, man, but I got like a lot of money on the board right now, so I am a little bit distracted. If you've ever cruised around YouTube looking at crypto channels for any length of time, you're going to see nothing but a world of experts that are going to tell you every single step of the way exactly what you should do with your money. But not many of them talk about what they do with their own money. I think the thing that makes the podcast difference is that we don't tell you what you should do with your money. It's yours, babe. You earned it. You did the work. I have no say in how you spend it. All I do here, all we do, is tell you what we are doing with our money. There it is. I can tell you flat out that I bought a whole bunch of AMP back, and I bought it at just right around $4.75. I bought a lot. I bought back a lot because we called it. All right. If you know your product, prices, if you know your product, you know the intrinsic value of it, and you know when you should be in, when you should be out. There's a very common thing in trading. It does apply to all markets. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's crypto. Doesn't matter if it's futures. Doesn't matter if it's commodities. There is a very, very apparently unknown rule that you should become familiar with. And when market value exceeds intrinsic value of whatever it is that you're holding, you need to consider parting from what you're holding, all right? Because people will pay more than it's worth. And when intrinsic value exceeds market value, you should be buying because you are getting it all at a discount. That's why we push so hard, so aggressively. Please do your diligence. Look at the market as a whole. Talk to people, read articles, whatever your process is. But figure out what a crypto is worth before you start shoving money into it. Because if you don't know it and you are blindly just making it rain on it, you're gonna lose. Shall I illustrate? Belle, shall I give a real simple illustration right here?
Absolutely.
Then we shall. G-Yen. Who's familiar with that one? Just popped on Coinbase. The podcast people, the guys on our Discord, by the way, if you're not on our Discord, please join our Discord. It's a lot of fun. They were having a field day because that thing shot up almost 500%. 500%. For the time it listed, it just exploded. So the GN is a digital yen. That's what it is. So it is tied directly to the value of the yen. Now, 1 yen is worth less than a penny. It's like 0.008, something like that. Please don't hold my feet to the fire. It is worth less than a penny, but people were buying it for almost 5 and 6 cents. Now, I want you to think about that. What you are purchasing is 500% less than what you're paying for it. But you are lining up. You literally broke the damn exchange throwing your money at this. It's worth nothing. It is worth less than a penny, and you're paying a nickel for it. It is a perfect illustration that people have no damn idea what they're buying sometimes. Now, in defense of our podcast folks, they were just having fun. They knew damn good and well what it was worth. They just wanted to see what happens. That's where it is. There's nothing wrong with just having some fun, throwing some out, taking a gamble. It's crypto, all right? It's investing. Investing, by definition, is gambling. So they were just having some fun with it, but they knew exactly what it was they were buying. Even and the best part, the holding company that basically has this token, they said, yeah. No, don't worry. For every one that is minted, we have 1 yen in reserve. It's fiat. It's not only worth less than a penny, it's fiat. It's limitless. There is no hard cap on it. It will keep going and going and going. It doesn't even have the restrictions that Dogecoin has. Doge is effectively fiat, but they can only mint a max amount per month. I think it's inflationary. I think that's what they do. It's a clever token. All right, I'm not a fan, but it is a clever design. But because of that, it is, for all intents and purposes, fiat. There will always be more Doge available, the same way that there will always be more GN available. So it is digital fiat, and people were paying 500% more than it was worth. I cannot give you a better illustration than that. I guarantee you, they scrolled through, they saw it was up, they piled on, they didn't even look up what it was. It's digital fiat, and it's still holding that. Somebody please on the stream, I'm not going to look it up, but if somebody, Bell or somebody on the stream, please look up the price of GN right now. I would love to know what it is. And when you look that up, please look up the value of a yen, because I think it's a good illustration there. I hope that... Hope that answered the question, man. And this is the kind of night that you're going to get. So, what, do you have something to add, Belle?
Oh, I think I saw the same thing you did, and was, I was blown away at how many people were buying into this. It was hilarious.
We have to get your friend Acura on. Yeah, that's her name, Acura. She said, to me, it sounded like a stripper name, but I don't judge. She wants to be Acura. She's Acura. So, folks, look, if you can please give us 60 seconds just for a minute. Got to move the mics. We will be right back your way because the show must go on. And when we come back, I am talking AMP and Flexa and ACH. Just needed to get this out of my system. So, for all of that, guys.
We'll be right back.
All right, Belle, so you looked it up on the break. How much is a yen worth?
A yen is worth 0.08 of a cent.
Okay, now how much is a G-yen worth?
A penny.
Is that where it's at?
Penny right now.
Yes. It crashed that far? Yeah. Is it down to a penny? I almost want to look it up. I'm not going to interrupt the stream for that, but I almost want to look it up. That thing was 5 and 6 cents yesterday, and it was still going up. Not just up, but up, down, up, down, up, down. People were having a ball. I didn't touch it, all right? I wanted to. I really want, because I love pulling rugs out from people, because when I make buys, they're big buys. So I can move the needle. But I really wanted to on this one, just to be able to have the giggle on that one. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. The value of it should be 8/100ths of a cent. It is, by its very design, a stable coin. So if it's a stable coin pegged to something that has a defined value, it should also have the same value, but it doesn't. So, yeah, there's your crypto 101 for you on that one. All right, Bill. So we had an interesting week. All right, look, we do a lot of stuff here behind the scenes here at the podcast. All right, we're not just out here just to talk. We are talking to developers. We are talking to founders. We are talking to all of these people because talk is cheap, but putting people in a room that takes effort. And one of the big things that we're starting to discover the more we get into all of this stuff is that a lot of people just don't know about each other. That's kind of the kicker. It's not that they don't care. They just don't know. So we spend a lot of our time on Discord, a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of everything, putting person A into the room with person B and just making the acquaintances. It's not because, we think we have any kind of stroke about what's going to happen, but if we can facilitate the meeting, it's in our interest to do so. And typically it's around anything that I'm holding that I have a position in. I have a lot of positions. They're all use case tokens. But I own some very obscure stuff. And these are the ones where I really do see the greatest value. Now, I don't put a lot of it out. I don't talk about it on the stream. I don't want you investing on something that is that speculative. I consider it a good investment, but man, look, I didn't earn your money, so I'm not going to help you spend it. I did get called out pretty hard on the Discord for doing exactly that, for not disclosing. Yeah, look at her. You look at her not. I don't. I got called out pretty hard for not disclosing every little bit of information that it is. Man, look, it's nothing personal. All right, it's just I'm willing to risk my money. I have no problem doing that. It's my money, so I have no problem risking it on very obscure projects that I could see massive upside in. All right, doesn't mean that there's not downside, and it doesn't mean that you won't go broke. So I tend to talk more about the blue chips and the things that everybody knows because, it's safer. It's really all it is. I'm in stuff that you can absolutely get the rug pulled right out from under you. I don't mind. Again, it's my risk. So we've been putting a lot of these people in the rooms together, and hasn't been working out the way I thought it should. It's not like I'm going to do it through sheer force of will, but if you can make a pretty passionate, intelligent, rational argument to both parties, it seems like these two parties should be able to come to terms in one way or another. And it hasn't been working out quite the way I thought it should be. So it's been a little bit disheartening for me. I absolutely believe, all the way down, all right, that we need a pay rail. We need a better pay rail. We have to have a better pay rail. We cannot continue with the one that we have. And the one that we have that we're most accustomed to, your Visa, your MasterCard, American Express, Discover, etc., is ill-equipped for crypto. It won't work. It will absolutely not work because they are fiat pay rails. And crypto, DeFi, the great big world of DeFi, they don't take fiat, right? Doesn't work here. They don't want it. There's a trail, there's a problem, there's a process, there's a lot of names, a lot of IDs, a lot of tax implications, and they don't want it, all right? They want crypto. So I believe that the DeFi right here is where the very first digital pay rail that is all-encompassing, that is cross-platform, that is interoperable, that it should be built here. Now, not legacy world. As much as I admire it and we need it in the legacy world, I you know what? I'll circle back around to that. But it should be here because here is where crypto is currency. In fact, it is the only currency. It is literally in the name, cryptocurrency, not crypto property. So if you want to participate in most of the stuff on the DeFi, all right, if you want to pay for goods and services, you're going to have to do it with crypto. Right now, it's difficult. All right, there are a lot of tiny little elements in here that just don't talk, that just don't work. When I signed up for Ultramail, huge fan, by the way, and I will be pushing Ultramail more and more, man. They are, philosophically, we are aligned. I've never been more aligned with a company than I am with Ultramail. So it might be a personal thing and it might be some bias, but ultimately it's a very good product. You know what? Speaking of that, and I'll finish my rant. I want to give away an Ultramail key right now, Belle.
All right.
Oh, are you waiting for me to talk? I'm waiting for you to figure out a way to do it. You know, go ahead, man. Come on. You're giving us dead air here, Belle. I'm a radio guy. We can't have dead air. All right. You're making me upset here. Come on, do it. Do it.
Okay, what are you gonna start cracking the whip on me now?
A little bit. Come on. Let's give stuff away, man. Come on. These things are things are worth $50. So come on. Figure out how to go. You're not ready yet, are you? All right, tell you what.
No, I need to come up with a way to give it away.
Okay, you figure it out and you circle back around to me. But this needs to happen, all right? In order for the DeFi to grow, it needs to work together. Right now, there are a lot of chains. There's a lot of everything. Now, I am of the opinion that it should be Flexa. I have carried their water for months and months. Flexa doesn't say much. And I get a lot of comments. You just got to trust them. Just trust Flexa. They know what they're doing. You know what? No, I don't. I trust but verify. When you're talking about my money and you have a lot of it, I don't just trust you because you say, hey, coming soon. We got it. It's going to be great. You'll love it. I'm past that. All right. You guys have missed every single benchmark that you've set up. You still don't have a roadmap, so it's not like we can call you on it. But everything that you said was going to happen hasn't. I love the partnerships. Big fan. Huge fan. Love all the partnerships. But all of this stuff was supposed to be end of summer. So I'm just kind of wondering, where is it? Where is it? And I went to look for your press release explaining what happened. And, oh, look, there isn't one. I'm tired. I am just tired of apologizing for AMP. I'm sorry, not AMP. I'm tired of apologizing for Flexa. All right? You're giving us nothing, man. I know that there are still several AMP channels that are out here just absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. Giving you price predictions, showing you charts, running up, telling you how it's going to go up 5,000%. Just wait. Trust me, coming soon. I don't do that here. All right? We do original thought here. We do intelligent speculation on what else. That is where we see the value. What else can it do? And we have done this to death, and we can't do it anymore. So I keep hoping. Give us something, Flexa. Give us something. And there is just absolutely nothing coming out. Silence. The last one I got, and it was an interesting comment, email, and a and a text. You just got to trust them. All right? They know more than you. You just got to trust them. Just keep buying the dips. No, I refuse. I absolutely refuse, man. I've never seen a company that was really this quiet. Don't unsub, guys. All right, I'm going somewhere with this. I've never seen a company that is so quiet yet is so defended by everybody who has money in them. If it was Ford, if it was GM, if it was Microsoft, if it was anybody else that gave you absolutely nothing except trust us, you wouldn't invest in them, period. And you know it. AMP is fantastic. All right? AMP as the token, AMP as the white paper, AMP as written is absolutely fantastic. But I'm starting to question management. And I get it. Tyler went to MIT. You got to trust him, man. Plenty of MIT graduates work at NASA, and rockets still blow up. I'm just saying. There comes a time when you got to get in front of it. Now, somebody is getting in front of it right now, and it's called Alchemy Pay. You want to talk about press. You want to talk about hitting the ground running. I don't like Alchemy Pay. I want to be real clear here. If anybody on the stream is joining us because of my ACH videos, I don't like their underlying fundamentals. I hate them. It is the antithesis of everything that I am in crypto for, which is privacy. You are the 100% opposite of that, and I don't like it. However, credit where it's due. I do my very best to try to leave my personal bias out of it and just report on fairly. It has a lot of good things going for it. One of the real big things is the fact that they are not hiding behind every damn thing. They are not. They are out. They are in front of it. They are telling you everything that we are doing. They are doing. They're showing you a roadmap. They are showing you this is what we intend to do. This is what we've done. This is what we intend to do. And this is what we intend to do 6 months from now. They are out in front of it. Everywhere you look, you see ACH. I don't like them, but I absolutely respect aggression. And they are being aggressive. Now, their token price, I don't care about price. Doesn't mean anything to me. All right. Their token price is going to move on usage. It's a use case token, same as AMP, that will move on usage. So it is in their interest to get their token in front of as many businesses that will utilize it as possible. They bridged with Polygon. Yes, this happened. They bridged with the level 2, meaning that their token is available to everybody that's built on Polygon. And like it or not, there are a lot of people built on Polygon. It's a blue chip level 2. They went and crushed it. They went and got Tron, a level 1. It is on ACH now. They got Neo. It is on ACH now. If you've ever watched one of their AMAs, and I did my very best not to, but I was curious, what is the hell are they doing? What are they thinking that they are getting so much ink? So I went and watched it. If they can do half of what they say they can do, by the time Flexa comes out of their cave and says, we're going to go after the DeFi, there won't be any left. It will all be ACH. Mark my words. They will get scale. They will absolutely get scale, which is my level 2 of choice. I love what Scale is doing. I love everything about it. I love the partners that are built on Scale. And it's going to be ACH. And it shouldn't be. It should be AMP. But I'm not seeing anything right now that is going to suggest to me that it will be. I know we don't want to hear it. I know nobody wants to hear any of this stuff. I know that in crypto, you dare not speak negatively about anything because somebody's always got a dog in the fight and you're just plain wrong. They're not going to hear you. They're going to wait for their chance to talk. So, guys, look, we did this specifically so that you could have your chance to talk. Belle's looking at comments. I don't see her cutting and pasting any, but she's looking at comments, questions, concerns, and observations, and I'm going to answer all of them. I want the discussion because for some reason, it seems like we refuse to have it. Buy the dip, hold. That's it. Trust them. That's it. That doesn't work for me. All right? It doesn't work for me. I lived through the .com. Most of you don't even know what that is, or you heard about it or read about it in school. I lost $1 million in 3 days because I trust them. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Hold, buy the dip. I was there, baby. I saw it. I lost it. When I say I won and lost fortunes, I have absolutely won and lost fortunes. When you lose seven figures in 3 days because nobody will buy what you're selling, you come back and you talk to me. All right, and you explain how I am wrong about just blindly trusting somebody. I've seen it, and I was not the only one who got crushed in that. All right, crypto is the new .com. Like it or not, it is the new .com. Everybody's got an idea. Everybody has an avenue to realize that idea now. So a lot of us have seen this before. The old guys with the white beards and the glasses, we were there the first time, man. We've seen this before. So the trust but verify is a reality for me. I got to look at it, and I got to call it like I see it, man. That's about it. All right, Belle. I don't know if anybody's left. I got a hunch I lost a lot of people, man. Anytime I go negative about anything, I lose a lot of people. Let me be, just before we get to it, look, I love AMP. I still hold. All right? But I will scalp the hell out of it when you let me because I know exactly what its value should be right now based on market conditions and the amount of information that we have, which isn't much. But I know exactly where it should be. So when the market value exceeds the intrinsic value, I'm going to dump it. And when the intrinsic value exceeds the market value, I'm going to buy it. Currently, I am buying. Take that for whatever you want. All right, Belle, what do we got?
All right. So we do have some questions, but in regards to giving away a altar
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
key,
Yeah, give some money away. Sorry.
in no, you're good. You're good. In 2014, and I'm doing this since Black Friday is coming up. In a 2014 Black Friday promotional stunt, what card game company promised to send consumers a box of BS, and they sold all 30,000 pieces priced at $6 each within a half hour the day they went on sale?
Jesus, that is an obscure question. I have no idea, guys. You know what? You're allowed to use Google on this one. First one that can give Belle the answer, you get an Ultra Mail key. It's on us, all right? We are big fans of the product. I'm a big fan of privacy. I'm a big fan of, let me say it like this. I'm a big fan of subpoena this. We're not shilling them. You know how I know for a fact we're not shilling them? Because they don't pay me. We are just giving you a key. I love the product. I think they're on to something. And, oh man, they're gonna be great.
And Levi actually got it with Cards Against Humanity.
No kidding. Hang on, Levi.
No
This is for
kidding.
you, man. Look at there. Yay! Oh, wait. He gets a longer one. I hit the button twice. That's for Levi right there. I've only actually played the game once. I understand that it's a lot of fun, but I've only actually played it once. But there you go. So Levi, Belle's email is right here.
Or shoot me a private message on Discord and I will get you a key.
There you go. And you get a key. It's $50. It's on us. Enjoy Ultra Mail. If you need someone to send an Ultra Mail to, Scott's Ultra Mail is sitting right there. That is my Ultra Mail ID. So please send me an Ultra Mail, and I will be happy to reply to make sure that it's working. All right, Belle, do we have some questions lined up, or do we not? Do I need to just keep ranting as I can? Okay.
We do have questions.
Do we have long enough for me to take 60 seconds here and, do my thing and then come back and finish it up with questions?
We can actually take a 60-second break. Yes.
Okay. So for that, guys, wait a minute.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
And we will be right back. Thank you for indulging me, guys. Look, man, please don't take the passion as negativity, all right? It's just passion. If I have questions, I'm going to ask them. If I have a forum to do so, I'm going to do it on that forum. I have a lot of questions, and it's time, man. It's time. All right, I've been doing AMP videos since February. It's now November. I think I've carried the water long enough, and if you got something to say, Flexa, I'd love to hear it, and I'm not the only one. So, Belle, please, if you have questions, give me something.
All right. So Karar Haydar wanted to know what you think of the Unipilot launching.
I wasn't as dug into it as I should have been. I understand why you're asking the question. I understand where you're going with it. You know what? I want to give you a good answer, and I didn't dig all the way down because I'm a little bit put off right now around the entire thing. So let me give you a better answer. I'll tell you what, if you want to see it personally, Scott at ThePodocasts.com right there. Send me an email, man. I answer all of them. I don't ignore anything. And let me give you my thoughts so that I can actually write them out and take it at a better time. I don't want to just drop something and carry on. I want to make sure that I give you a good answer. So we've had a lot going on right now, man. I haven't had time to dig into it. So, Belle, please carry on.
Moken 559. Hey, how's it going? I was wondering if you think Pulse Chain can be used instead of AMP as far as for the gas fees. I'm hearing Pulse is going to greatly decrease the gas fees on Ethereum.
What gas fees are we talking about, I guess? Are you talking about, I'm sorry, you want to use Pulse instead of AMP? Well, one, AMP doesn't, there are no gas fees for AMP. That's the funny thing. And I keep seeing it come up a lot on the Reddit. There are no gas fees for AMP, unless you're talking about staking. If it's staking, that's a different thing. But as far as using AMP, the settlement of the collateral, it's all settled on the exchanges. So there is no gas fee. Pulse, I'm going to spin this off just a little bit, man. I don't want to. I'm gathering my thoughts, guys. Give me a second here. Look, anything that really goes, and I try to be pragmatic about everything I do in crypto, everything. And there is a lot of people, a lot of things, people coming up with a lot of different things, bandages for Ethereum. I am of the opinion that Ethereum is just a dead tech, man. It doesn't know it's dead yet. It's kind of zombieing around. I'm a huge fan of basically every other level one that's in existence. I like Cardano, I like Solana, I like Secret, I like Tron. I mean, I like effectively anything better than Ethereum. The gas prices that you're seeing right now are they're your proof that Ethereum is a failure. It just doesn't know yet. It doesn't scale. It never has. By its very design. It was great when there were 4 people using it. It was fantastic. It was a penny. It was quick. Lots of transactions. Everything's great. But when you put stress on that network, it's $150 to move an NFT. All right, that doesn't seem a little bit ridiculous to you? That doesn't seem like maybe we're not working. So I understand a lot of the people like Pulse that are coming out late saying, yeah, we're going to help, we're going to fix Ethereum. Man, I say let it die. I mean, that's me. The pragmatist in me says, yeah, there's going to be some value there, and it could. But I'm more comfortable just pushing my money into any other level one that's in existence as opposed to trying to support Ethereum. That's it. The market's going to catch up eventually, but until it does, it is we got to deal with what we got. So yeah, there you go. I hope that answered the question. Belle, please carry on.
That did answer the question. And Chris King, what is your theory about this week's market slam and why it's still happening?
No, I mean, yeah, they're options, man. They're coming. They're coming up. You're going to see more about this one on CNN than anything else. There's a lot of there's some option stuff that's going on right now. Personally, I think the big surge were the ETFs. We were talking about this for months before it happened, and we were talking about while it was happening. ETFs are a bad idea. We've been calling them out the whole time. For anybody who's in precious metals, anybody who invests in precious metals, which is kind of funny to me because fundamentally gold is worth what it's worth. So it doesn't matter what you pay for it. It's worth what it's worth. It's called buying power. So it's worth exactly what it is. But paper gold, that became a big thing in the precious metal market is paper gold. So with the ETFs that came out, like Grayscale and all these other ones, it's paper Bitcoin. So if you think paper gold was bad for the precious metal markets, what would make you think that paper Bitcoin would be good for the crypto market? There's kind of a funny thing when you're talking about ETFs. When you buy an ETF in America, you don't have to pay the entire fee. You just have to pay a portion of it. And it's going to come due 6 months, 9 months, or whatever in the future. But you only have to pay a portion of it, 10%, 15%, 20%. So if you went to your ETF, the people who are forming these, and say, I want 3 Bitcoins, $180,000, it's going to cost you $18,000. So you give them the $18,000, they hold it. Now, during this time, before it matures, 9 months down the line, this thing can be bought and sold. It's property. So it's being bought and sold, but it does not have the entire value of what it's holding. So do you think anything like that would possibly bring stability to a coin that is inherently unstable? Bitcoin is unstable, 100% unstable. I don't care what anybody else says. I will have the argument and I'm going to win, and I don't even have to fall back on my economic credentials. Bitcoin is speculative, period. More people buy it than sell it, and it goes up. More people sell it than buy it, and it goes down. That's speculative, all right? It has no use case, none. It's a currency, but people aren't spending it. So if you are putting all of your eggs in a speculative basket, you have to be ready for volatility. And when you add an additional layer of volatility onto something that's already rough, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to see all-time highs and historic crashes. This did not help the cause. When they came up, it was announced, everybody got excited, legacy money was pouring in, and Bitcoin went up, raised the market. A rising tide raises all boats, and everybody applauded. And then look at it now. Look at what's happening. Everything is deadlocked with Bitcoin. As goes Bitcoin, so goes the market. I was okay with that 3 months ago because at least the money that owned Bitcoin was all the money. Now it's not. Now it's a tenth of the money for portions of Bitcoin. And when you can buy and sell a bad investment and you're only eating a tiny percent of the loss, you're going to get a lot of it. Welcome to the new crypto. This is what they wanted, and this is what we have now. We have the same inherent volatility as the legacy stock market. The problem with all of this is that Bitcoin, everything is tied to Bitcoin. Don't care what you say. I can show you the chart. You guys are chart people. Look at the charts. Everything's tied to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes like this, everything else out there goes like this. Welcome to crypto. I was against the ETFs. Thought it was a terrible idea. But you know what? They didn't consult me. So there you go. Bell, I hope that answered the question. And I hope that rant didn't... I hope that rant wasn't too bad, guys. I'm sorry, man. It's just... God, that bugs me. Go ahead, Bell. Please carry on.
All right, next question coming from JD Jordan. Can you explain how Flexa works without creating fees greater than the fee for using the payrail?
I'm sorry, ask that again.
Can you explain how Flexa works without creating fees greater than the fee for using the payrail?
Without creating fees greater than the fees for using the payrail. Okay. Well, Flexa, by its very own white paper, is 1%. So 1% of whatever the transaction is going to be, that's cost to the merchant, is going to go to Flexa. Now, here's what I don't know. I've never said I've never said I did. I don't know what kind of relationship they have with Coinbase and Gemini. Coinbase and everyone goes on and on about the three biggest wallet holders of AMP. The three biggest wallet holders are Coinbase, Gemini, and Flexa themselves. These are the three big wallets. They have custodianship of these coins. So I don't know what kind of deal they have worked out with Coinbase or Gemini. They're not paying the same transaction fees that you and I are paying. All right, it's in Coinbase's interest to do it as cheaply as possible, so they're certainly going to. Same with Gemini. So as far as the fees that you're talking about, I assume exchange fees. I'm sure they're very, very reasonable. I'm sure because it's in their interest to be. They're gonna give you a break. Now, right now, those fees are effectively nil because, let's be honest, man, not a lot of people are using the network. It is very, very small. That was another rant. Oh God, I wanted to hit that one hard. That is another rant. We have been asking for months and months and months and months and months. How many people are using your rail? How many transactions are you processing? Give us any number. They're never going to. All right. I'm going on record right now. We're time and date stamped. They will never disclose that ever. Because if they disclose that right now, how many people are using this rail, everybody would sell. They just would, man. Nobody's doing it. They have their partnerships. They have all these other good things, but people are not spending crypto. It goes to what I've been saying for months and months. The general public is not incentivized to spend crypto. You, crypto people, are not incentivized to spend crypto. What do you get if you spend your Bitcoin right now? I really wish Emery's going to be back next week, by the way. He had a thing tonight. I really wish I had Emery on here right now because not only you're spending on investment and you get an additional tax on top of it because it's property. This is the elephant in the room, and I cannot seem to get the point across. Doesn't matter how many times I do it, how many times I say it, or how many times I try. Crypto is not currency in the legacy world. It's property. Period. It will only ever be property. because of a little thing called the U.S. Constitution here in the United States, and I'm speaking only for continental U.S. But because of a little piece of paper called the U.S. Constitution, crypto will only ever be property because money is defined specifically in Article 1, Section A. Take a look for yourself. It doesn't include cryptocurrency, and it's not going to, man. I know we all want to. We wish it. We hope it does, but it's not going to. It would take a constitutional amendment. And you can't get this country right now to agree that the sky is blue. Can't. They'll fight you to the death saying it's not. Crypto is property here in the U.S. And I know, man, I want it to not be so, but it isn't. I'm a pragmatist. And a pragmatist says that it is, in fact, property. There will always be an additional tax every time you spend it. Not just the sales tax, which the merchant charges you, but now the transfer tax that you have to pay because you just spent your property. This is Emery's realm, but he's going to agree with me, and he's going to tell you exactly how. Until we address this elephant in the room, and it's a big one. It's not just something you can dismiss. It is adding cost to every purchase you make. Who would do that? Who would volunteer, hold up their hand and say, I want to pay more than what they're asking? Because every time you spend crypto, that's exactly what you're doing. Again, we can wish it away. We can hope it away. We could want it away, but it's not. It is here. Crypto is property. So when you spend it, there are additional tax implications. I get it, man. I cruise the Reddit every now and again. Not that much, man. They have no love for me there, Bell. None. They do not like me anymore, man. Because I'm like someone who left like the reservation, man. You're not welcome back. You can't come back. They do not like me there. But it doesn't mean I'm wrong. It absolutely doesn't mean I'm wrong. And if everything that we're talking about is completely meaning that everything that AMP's capable of, if it is completely revolved around crypto spends, you're going to have a problem because a crypto spend by law, will be more expensive than spending fiat. So not only are you not incentivized with rewards or whatever, but you actually have to pay more come end of the year. And with the new infrastructure bill, which I hope you guys at least looked into because crypto is mentioned very prominently. Worth your time.
No,
take a look.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And we are getting into some very, very dangerous waters with these. If you guys want to hear more, live stream on Saturday.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. Are you pulling me off from my rant? Did I lose everybody? You know what? Okay. I lost there. I was about to bring the thunder bell. You can't do this to me. Okay, next question, please. I hope that answered the last one.
Next question from Chris King. Why not let ACH blow through all the red tape?
I'm sorry, ask that again.
Why not let ACH blow through all the red tape?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. I guess.
I believe that's in comparison to AMP.
I'm not sure which direction. I'm not trying to avoid it, babe. All right, I don't do that here. All right, I will do my very, very best to answer every single question that's sent to me. I don't understand the nuance of that one, though. I do apologize. Please phrase it differently and get back, and I'm going to answer it. Belle, next question, please.
Charty Hustle. The last time Flexa was this quiet, we landed El Salvador and partnered with Lightning. Does that not warrant a little faith?
Nope. Is it your money, man? I'll tell you what. I don't tell people what to do with your money. All right? It's your money. Babe, you do what you want with it, man. If you want to leave it there, you go for it. I don't do it with mine. I'm not advocating for anybody to do anything. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you about the problems that I have. I'm not trying to make them your problems. I'm just pointing out the ones that I have. If you're cool with it, beautiful, man. I would love to have that kind of faith, but I just don't. Because I've already been here. I've already done this before. So I know how it worked out. And I just, people are big, all the chart people, they're big fans of history repeating themselves. I promise you it will. And I've already been there the first time, didn't like it much. So if I seem more conservative this time, it's because I've already lived through this. I'm not telling you what to do, Charlie. It's your money, man. I don't care. All right? I just tell you what I do. So if I have concerns, I'm going to mention them, but I don't want them to be your concerns. All right, we are doing a program here, and our program is telling you what we have going on. So hope that answers it. Belle, please carry on.
All right, Greg, have you heard about AMP and Voyager?
Yeah. It's another listing, man. That's where it is. Voyager's not a thing that I get into. All right, and Voyager and similar products, it's not really what I do. Any of my staked money is staked big. All right, it's all in big. Most of it is in secret right now. You cannot beat that interest. You can't beat that rate of return. And I absolutely love what Secret Network is doing. By the way, if you're not sure, look at the Quentin Tarantino. Oh boy, I could do another hour on Secret right now. I'm not going to. Do yourself a favor, look at the Secret Network, man. So most of my money is they're one of my big long-term holds, and a lot of my money is sitting there because it's passive income. I don't have to do a thing. I don't even care what the price is. Doesn't matter. It's a solid product. They're doing their thing, and they give me a huge ROI on that. I do got to do one parting shot. 2% that we get from Flexa is so insulting, man. It is ridiculously bad. I'm sorry. Belle, please carry on. I'm watching AMP tank again.
A13J, how far out do you think that, wow, this was not his greatest writing. Sorry, A13J, but how far out do you see the day that Flexa allows AMP to be used for NASDAQ stockholders to liquidate holdings?
Never. It won't happen. Next question, please.
Steve D'Amato, what are your thoughts on Flexa being well positioned to facilitate CBDC payments?
They're not capable of it right now. They don't have the infrastructure. You're talking about way too many transactions, and we all seem to forget that it takes a lot of servers, racks. It takes a lot of infrastructure to make something like this possible. I've seen the chatter. Amazon, they're going to cut Visa. Maybe Flexa could step in. No. As much as I would like that to happen, they don't have the infrastructure in place to make that happen. Doesn't matter, man. It's not a single computer sitting under somebody's desk that takes something that would make something like this happen. I work in the big data centers, all right? Microsoft, Facebook, Google, Amazon. I'm in all of them, and I know what it takes. They don't have it. Nope, not yet, not right now. Maybe someday. Potential could be there. But today, no. Next question, Bill.
That was actually our last audience question for the night.
Really? All of this
Yes.
thunder, and you guys got nothing to say. I am a little bit shocked. Belle, give away an Ultra Mail key. Do it right now.
All right. So what color is the tongue of a giraffe?
Oh, I know this one. I do know this one. All right, first person to do
not
it.
give away the answer.
No, I won't. We were doing the member stream. And what were the questions that you asked? Because I popped on both of them. I was like, oh, I know it. And I shouted it out. One of the questions.
They were movie trivia.
Yeah, one of them was name a movie that Alan Rickman starred in aside from Harry Potter. And I just jumped on it. CBDB. And I was, oh, no, I can't do that. But then I got to thinking about that some more. How about Die Hard? He was excellent in Die Hard. It was such a good movie. Alan Rickman's just been everywhere, man.
And Toots actually got that one. With
Toots
purple.
already has an account. I'll tell you what.
Yes, she does.
You know what? Nope. We got to honor it.
The second was the Coulter family.
All right. You guys work it out amongst yourselves. Whoever gets key, we don't care. Look, consider that key right now an NFT. All right. It is your property. You can hand it off. You can do whatever you want with it because it belongs to you. As soon as somebody owns it now, it belongs to them. They're going to put their own private on there and you're never going to get access to it again. So whatever you guys would like to do about it, if they'd like to give it away to somebody else in the audience who has never really been a part of it, it's yours. It's your thing. So look, guys, I do apologize if I was a little bit feisty tonight. It was not all that I had to say. There was a lot more, man. I was very, very actually, I'm kind of proud of myself, man. I was very, very reserved. We've had a hell of a week. There was a lot of good conversations that we had and a lot of disappointment at the end of it. I'm not at liberty to disclose. I'm not trying to be cryptic. I'm not trying to be BitBoy. I'm just saying that there's businesses involved and we're not going to be that kind of person. If we are, then nobody will ever talk to us again. So we're trying to do our very, very best. But there was a lot that was happening and some disappointment that came down, man, and it didn't work for me. So I did my best to maintain. I hope you guys can forgive me. I still love AMP. I really do.
All
But
right. So back to our winner. Toots already, she already has one. The Coulter family doesn't want one, which means
wait a minute. No. You don't want one?
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll get back to I'm going to take it up with you on the Discord. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, which means our next person who answered correctly was Joshua Conley.
Joshua, right there. Bella at ThePodcast.com. Talk to her. She's going to hook you up with an Ultramail account. $50 for a year, and it's on us. So thank you very much for attending the stream tonight. Again, man, I hope you guys can forgive me. It wasn't everything that I wanted to say. We saved those for the member streams. If you're not a member of the podcast, please become a member of the podcast. Our member streams on Saturday are very, very vicious. And you know what? It's $1. I would charge a penny if I could. YouTube will only let us charge $1. The only reason we do it is because we open up the phone lines, and we get some world burners on here every now and again, and we want to try to keep that away from this show as much as we can. So if you're not, please, it's $1. Think about it. Join us on Saturday. Saturday, man, we go out, and it's a little bit of a different stream. So thank you so much again for indulging me tonight. We'll take that right there. Bell, take it away. 60 seconds. I'm going mute and take it away.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank each and every one of you for joining us on the live stream tonight. We also thank you guys for playing along with us as we ask some trivia to give away some awesome prizes. Now, with that being said, we do have a members stream this coming Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are bringing on a guest for that one. She's a bit of a feisty individual, hence the reason we're starting her with the members stream versus bringing her on the public stream. Now, and again, with that being said, we're going to be back on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Joshua, in answer to your question of what you need to do, drop me an email at bella@thepodcast.com. Next week, we are going to be adjusting our schedule as Thursday is Thanksgiving, and then as Saturday, I'm having a big, huge party at my house in honor of Thanksgiving. So we're going to adjust the schedule a little bit. We will definitely keep you guys posted about when we are going to be going on. Don't worry, you can't get rid of us that easily. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, again, we thank each and every one of you guys, and we will see you next time.
Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.